Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well on this Monday morning. Um, we are going to take just a minute or so and let people join, and then we're going to do some breathing, some full body breathing, and then I'll talk us through kind of the theme of today and what we're going to look at. So yeah, if you would like to say hello, please feel free to do so. And at any point, if you've got questions or things come up, please feel free to share in the comments box. I'm happy to answer those. But yeah, if you want to let me know how everyone's doing, what you're feeling today, then that would be great. Yeah, we're having an interesting time. So hope everyone is feeling good today. Oh, hello, got a good numbers jumping on. Great. So we'll get started in just a minute. Hey, Hillary, thanks for joining. Yes. Um, So today, morning, Jan. So today we're looking at the sacral chakra, the second chakra in the body. And we're going to address some of the deeper elements of this center. Morning, Emily. Morning, Louise. Morning, Mary. Thank y'all for joining. So I think that today's meditation might be a little ambitious, but we're going to go for it. We're not doing surface stuff anymore. So if you're getting yourself ready, grab some water. Please make sure you're hydrated before meditation. Water is like a kind of a conduit and a carrier, so it will help energy shift and change. It amplifies your intuition. There's loads of things that water does. So have some water before you meditate. It will make a difference. Grab a blanket, get comfy. I was saying yesterday, if you want to lie down, that's fine. But if you find yourself dropping off and falling asleep, sit back up because it's good to consciously hear what's going on in the meditation and be connected with the group in that way too. So you do what works for you in your meditations. Morning, Caroline. Morning, Valerie and Barbara and Allison. Thank you all for being here. Right. Oh, let's see. A couple more. Morning, Carrie. Yes. So I hope everyone's doing well. So something else I would encourage y'all to do either before or after meditation in the morning, sometimes before is good, is if you can do a little bit of kind of stretching or get some movement going in your body. And it doesn't have to be anything, big or hard. But that just kind of gets the blood pumping. It gets your body, it gets that movement in, so you're not feeling kind of stiff or stagnant or still in kind of sleep. Because obviously we're going into meditative states, which are some of our sleep brainwaves. But yeah, just to wake your body up a little bit is sometimes a good thing to do. So again, do what feels good for you. Morning, Lisa. Cool. So I'll walk you through the format for today. It's going to be really similar to yesterday, and then we'll do some breathing. So today we're looking at the soul of creation and connecting with the sacral chakra. And so we'll start in a minute or so and just doing some breathing just to get you present and here and in your body and in this moment. So a great thing that I learned, I'm still reading, there's a book called The Book of Secrets by Osho, and the first chapters are him translating teachings of Shiva, and they are fascinating. And what I like about it is because I always like to understand the why. So, we're told throughout our lives that breathing is good for you, which, we know that the obvious physical benefits. But the way it was described in that book with breathing is that if you look at oxygen and breath is the carrier of life force and vitality. And it's also, our lungs and the air is all about the present. It's all about the now. And kind of this idea of that moment between the in and the out breath being our connection with eternity. So so taking time to breathe and consciously breathe, like deep full body breathing, brings you into your center, it aligns you, and it helps you connect with the divine and with infinity, which we're going to talk a bit more about today. Morning, Annie. So what I'm going to get y'all to do is we're going to just take a couple minutes and do some deep breathing. I'm going to walk you through that, and then we'll talk through the rest of what we're doing today. And then we'll do the same as yesterday. We'll do about a 45-minute meditation. So if you want to get comfortable and close your eyes, and just bring yourself into your center, so your heart, your lungs, that area of your body. And start breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. And as you're breathing, focus on it being full body breaths. So not just in and out through your lungs, but as you breathe in, that breath nourishes your whole body. And as you breathe out, you're releasing the old air. So just at your own pace, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice deep breaths. Make sure you're filling your whole lungs, not just the top third or half, which is what most of us do most of the time. And imagine that air coming in is the carrier for life force and vitality, and breathe in that life force. Allow it to come in and nourish and feed your whole body. And if you're feeling scattered, it feels like your mind is wandering, I want you to imagine that your energy is coming back together, that all your energy is returning, that you're feeling centered and integrated and here. Breathe deeper and deeper into your body. Just allowing yourself to see and feel this breath going in and out. As you do this, feel your muscles relaxing. Feel your heart rate slowing. Feel any tension releasing. If there's any racing or scattered thoughts, feel them slowing down, becoming more organized. Feel your whole nervous system calming down. So as your nervous system calms, you have the capacity to be wholly aware of yourself and the world around you, but without feeling like you have to react to everything. So just allow yourself to relax into that awareness without reaction. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Deep, full body breaths. Taking a few more nice deep breaths. And you're ready, you can open your eyes. Right, Good morning, Mags. Morning, Jessica. Thanks for joining. Got a great group. Yes, so I hope you're feeling more present and centered, full of life force and vitality. And again, remember, this is something you can do at any point you want. We did that for about 4 or 5 minutes, and I know you feel different from it. So remember that you can do this at any point. Take these tools and use them every day. So I'll talk us through what we're going to go through today in our meditation. What I want to say is, I'm a healer. I'm connecting with healing energy as we go through this. So just know that by being in this group, by listening to what I'm saying, by connecting and going within, you are in a space of sanctuary and ceremony and healing. So whatever, even if there are things that you've been struggling with, that you've been dealing with for years, however long it's been, time does not matter. We're going to talk a bit more about time today and go through that. But if you really allow yourself and allow energy to change, allow your emotional state to change, to allow your belief systems to change, to allow your perspective and your habits, allow all that stuff to go. If you can release your attachment to that, then that can happen in these meditations. So I just want to put that out there so you can set intentions for, if there are things in your life that are causing problems, that have been causing problems, even if it's just the way you see things or the way you look at things, or something bigger, set the intention today that heals, that resolves. So you don't have to know how it heals. You don't have to get caught up in the details or know all the answers. You just need to be willing to allow that to happen. Yes, so allow yourself to be willing. Morning, Allison and Sheena and Katrina. Thanks for being here. So we're going to look at the second chakra, or the sacral chakra, which what I have found over and over and over again, no matter what body parts or, whatever is going on, it all comes back to creation. Which does make sense when you look at the physical body as well, because for a lot of that second chakra energy is connected with our sexual organs on a physical sense. So we're going to look at it in terms of creation, though, and creative energy, and who and what you are as a creative being, not just a creative human, but as an eternal being that is having a creative human experience. And what can happen for a lot of us, and I know we kind of talked through this a little bit yesterday with the first chakra, is that a lot of times what can happen is we can push our emotions and we can push old pain and suffering, trauma down into our bodies. So a lot of times these first couple of chakras are the ones that are, holding a lot of this old trauma and pain and suffering that we've gone through in our lifetimes, that our ancestors have experienced, that has happened on a collective level or through history. But what happens then is if you are in this state of holding old trauma and pain in these lower chakras, and especially in the sacral chakra, which is a creative chakra, a creative energy, then what happens is you just continue to create trauma and pain and suffering. So what we're going to do for the first kind of half or so of the meditation is really go in and meditate so that you can focus on letting things go. So pretty much anything I do, any event, anything, we clear and then we create, and we clear and we create. So this is what we'll do for this first part, is go in and be able to release this old stuff. So again, some of this may just be very old. You may not have been aware that it was there, or you may have thought that you dealt with it, that it was done. You don't need to get too caught up in the stories around all of this. But there's going to be an opportunity for you to release. And the idea is that if you can let go of the old trauma and pain, so that creative energy and space within you is more expansive, it's more whole, it's more full of love and joy and care, then you have much more of an opportunity to create in that space. Because and also if you're holding, because what happens with a lot of women, I know we've got some men on here too, but and so I'm sure in a lot of ways it's the same with men, is that women and men use their sexual organs as like bags for their stuff. It's like storage space for the things you haven't wanted to deal with. You just stuff it all in those areas. And what happens is if those spaces are full, then there's no room to create. There's no spaciousness to create. So this is going to be an opportunity to unload those burdens, to release that energy there, so that there is more spaciousness. And ultimately, when you allow yourself to really have some space within you there, it's much easier to more deeply know who you are. When we talk about the core of you, the core of who you really are, this is that energy. And it's not all the things you thought you were, or who you were in the past, or who you were as a child, or these old patterns or habits that you're still in. It is about who you really are, as this being. So we're going to have an opportunity to connect with that energy of soul and eternity and the eternal you, to bring that into the present moment to create. So we're going to do some healing around birth and trauma. We'll do some healing around inner child stuff. And again, I'm just going to take you through this. If these aren't things that you're very familiar with, that's absolutely fine. We're going to walk through it together. And it's going to give you an opportunity to, yes, be more happy and healthy within your body, within yourself, a deeper understanding of who you really are, and then being able to create from that. So hopefully that sounds good to everybody. So let's get started so we can get that kind of full 45 minutes in. So again, some of this I'll have some silence, some of this will have some music. The silence really allows you to sink within, to get answers and perspective. So just allow yourself to go with it. If you find yourself getting caught up in your mind and getting stressed or worried, just keep coming back to your breath and allow yourself just to be present with whatever is going on. If you allow it to shift, it will shift. So set that intention that if anything comes up, that you can just allow it to change. Right. So if you'll take in a couple nice deep breaths and close your eyes and just get really comfortable with wherever you're sitting or you're lying. And start in your heart. And again, just nice deep breaths in and out so that you're nice and present. And in your body and in this moment. So really allow yourself permission to go within, to go deep, and to reap the benefits of that, because there's always a benefit. So if you really gently bring your awareness down, further down into your body and into that second chakra, your lower belly. And just take a moment to get a sense of what it feels like there. And if there's any discomfort, if there's any fear or worry, just keep breathing through it. The more you breathe and the more you allow yourself to connect, the easier it is for it to shift. And I'm going to help you with that. So just feel the energy. Feel what's happening in your second chakra, in that sacral area. Allow yourself to feel into any heaviness, anything that feels stagnant. If it feels stuck. If that energy feels heavy or cold Maybe it feels like it's on fire, too hot. Just notice what it feels like for you. And then allow yourself to recognize the emotions that you're holding there. Is there any old fear? Old suffering? Old shame? Anger or hatred? Resentment? It's a powerful center. We can hold powerful emotions there. So allow yourself to feel what you feel there. Start to breathe deeply into it. And as you breathe into those old feelings, feel them lighten, feel them loosen, feel them start to release and change. If there's any old grief there, any sadness, any guilt or blame, identify it, breathe into it, feel it start to change. Even if you've been holding on to this for decades, for lifetimes, for generations, it can change now. This breath brings us into the now. So breathe in and feel it resolve. So whatever old traumas you've been recreating, whatever old pain you've been recreating, whatever habits, ways of living, being, thinking, feeling that you've been recreating over and over again, every day, every year, throughout your life, set it all free. So if you want to imagine that chakra opening, like a spiral or a pinwheel or a vortex, that lower belly, you can imagine it opening, and any of that old energy, however you see it, however you feel it, whatever picture or story you get from that, you can imagine that releasing now. You can see it either going into the ground like we did yesterday, or up into the light. Whatever feels good for you. Taking a couple nice deep breaths. I want you to allow yourself to connect with any energy around birth, around childbirth. And this can be your own birth. And at the same time, if you've had children or have been through that process of pregnancy or haven't had children, there can still be trauma and pain around that. So I'm going to walk you through a process that's going to allow you to heal trauma and pain from your birth and from anything that your body has experienced in this lifetime or anything that your ancestors have experienced as well. So this is for the collective too. So breathe deep into your body. And I want you to allow yourself to see yourself as a baby in the womb. And if you want to include your own children or children within your family, you can just set that intention now. You don't need to know them all or know the stories or what happened. But just imagine you as a baby and or these babies in the womb before they were born. And I want you to feel into any fear that's there. Any fear of being born, any fear of being a human, any fear of walking in this lifetime, in this plane, in this existence as a human being. Any fear of experiencing pain or suffering as a human. Any fear of experiencing death or damage or hurt. Breathe into that and feel that all start to heal now. Any fear that you or your children or your ancestors or the collective have had before being born as a human, about the difficulties of being a human, about feeling lacking as being a human. And any other ideas or definitions or perceptions around humanity that felt scary, that felt wrong, that feel too big or too hard. I want you to allow all that to release and keep breathing in life and vitality and love. And now we're all going to move forward as a collective through birth and into those first moments of life, of breathing in the air, of feeling life outside of that body. So any of the trauma and the pain that was experienced, any of the fear, any of the worry from yourself or the people around you, I want you to allow that to resolve. Just allow it to heal, allow it to release. You don't need to know all the stories of what happened. You can just be willing to let it heal. Now I want you to allow yourself, we're going to come back to you in your own body. I want you to take a nice deep breath and allow yourself to connect with your inner child or you as a child. And just allow yourself to notice how old you are. Most people, it's younger years, kind of 3, 4, 5. Could be older for you. But I want you to allow yourself to connect with you as a child, that aspect of you that is still a child, that still feels like a child, and that may still feel very vulnerable, unsure. And if you're trying to find your inner child and it feels difficult, imagine turning on a light and imagine yourself being in a place with your inner child that you love, that feels light, that feels healthy, that feels fun. It could be a park or a playground. It could be your childhood home. It could be your school, a classroom, somewhere in your life where there's been joy. So take a moment and sit with your inner child, that aspect of you as a child. And take a moment and say hello. And get a sense of how your inner child is doing emotionally right now. Is your inner child feeling nervous or scared? Is he or she feeling ignored or forgotten about or neglected? Does he or she feel like they're missing out? Like there's something missing or denied? Let him or her tell you what's needed. Whatever that part of you has been holding on to, feel that healing and changing now. Whatever it is that he or she needs or needed, allow yourself to have it. So if it's more fun, tap into a sense of fun. If it's affection and care, allow yourself to feel that now. If it's more joy and play, feel that through your body. And tell him or her that you can have that. Even if it wasn't there in the past, you can create that now. And if your inner child needed more affection or attention, tell them you're going to do for that now. If your inner child needed to be listened to or respected or honored, let your inner child know that you're going to do that now and in the future. Ask your inner child now how he or she can express themselves through you. How can you be in tune? And how can you live it? Is it more time outside? Is it more time with your friends? Is it more time just being? Is it more time playing games? What can you do more of in your regular life that connects you with that inner child and with the happiness, the contentment, and the joy of that inner child? Ask your inner child and find out what you can do. So breathe deep into your sacral chakra. As you identify these new ways to experience joy and fun, feel that energy lighten. Feel your sacral expand. And feel the good there. Feel that goodness and joy expand throughout your body. So every time you breathe in, it expands more. And that core energy of who you really are, expanding more through your body. So go deep into that second chakra, into that creative center, and into your creativity, into who you are as a being, and into that deep knowing and understanding of who you really are. Just allow yourself to really connect with those depths, to be present in your own presence. Feel that chakra expand. Feel all that energy expand. And feel your body expand, your aura, and of all of you to begin to expand out, creating more spaciousness within you. Keep taking nice deep breaths and expand your energy. And as you breathe, it becomes easier and easier to expand. Keep expanding. And deepening that connection within you. So as you expand and as you deepen, allow yourself to connect with that energy of soul. So this is who you really are. Soul. And this true you is eternal, and it's light, and it's powerful, and it's wise. This is a combination and culmination of all of your past lives, all of your future lives, who and what you are in this lifetime, the unique experience that you're having now, and every other experience you've ever had or will have. So breathe into that energy. Allow yourself to sink deeper into it and feel at home. This is who and what you really are. This is home for you. Allow yourself to feel the energy. It is massive and beyond you as a human. But your human experience is a part of it and is connected to it and comes from it. So you as a soul have birthed and are creating this human experience right now. So feel that connection. Feel the grace within it and the freedom and the joy and the goodness that's there. So you as a soul knows who you are, understands who you are, and has a deep, deep understanding of what you are here to create, what you are here to embody, and what you are here to share with the world. Just imagine yourself being in that knowledge, in that wisdom, and that being a part of every cell within you, every organ of your body, and in every aspect of what you do. So allow that divinity to be a part of you. It always has been. So allow yourself to recognize it, to see it, to feel it, to hear it, and to know it. This is your opportunity to open to it, your invitation to allow. So allow yourself to be intimate with yourself. Imagine what it would be like to truly, intimately, deeply know and understand who and what you really are. And that within that intimacy and within that vulnerability, you create your life from that knowing and understanding. So allow your energy to expand into that. Allow yourself to open to that. And feel that possibility through your whole body. And as you reside within this sacral energy, I want you to feel that energy of eternity, that energy of infinity, that energy of the divine that you truly are. And as you embody that knowing and that vibration, I want you to bring yourself into the now. And allow yourself to let go of the story of your past. Liberate yourself from who you have been or who you thought you were, or anything that has shaped your perspective or your being that is not true. And I want you to sit and live and breathe in the moment that is now. Stay with your breath and stay in the now. Because you are the now. Even as eternity, you are now. And so, as eternity, existing in the present moment, I want you to allow your mind to unfold into what you can create. So you can allow yourself to see the future, but in terms of what you are starting to create in this moment. So if you are no longer your past, and you are no longer the pain and trauma, and you are in this moment now, what can you create? What are you creating? you allow for yourself. As an infinite divine being that is the creator of your world, of your life, and your existence, what can you create? And if you are the mother and the father for yourself, creating your life, birthing your life, your existence, your circumstances, what will you birth now? And as you intimately know and understand yourself, your purpose, your desires, all aspects of you, what will you choose to build? What will you choose to express? What will you choose to share? As you feel into this deep understanding, and this deep knowing, this energy of creation within you, feel that expand through your whole body and feel your body respond. Feel it align. Feel it heal. Feel it change. Feel that knowing circulating through your body. And become more aware of your breath. More aware of your clothing against your skin. Temperature of the room. The sounds around you. But allow yourself to bring this feeling, this knowingness and understanding, this connection with you and eternity into your now, into your body, into your presence. Allow yourself to be here and now with that. Take a few deep breaths into that. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So take a moment and just allow yourself to be really present in your body. Have a stretch, have some water. Just really be here. If anybody would like to share any insights, any healing, anything that happened for them, we would love to hear it. Or any questions that came up, that would be great too. We got a few minutes left. Good morning, Carol. So my encouragement to you over the rest of today is to really have a look at what you do want to create and what you can create from a place that is really deep and aware and understands the bigger picture of who you are and what you're here to do. So whatever you're choosing to do each day, set the intention to deepen those considerations, to deepen those decisions, to deepen the awareness. And that will deepen your experience into a place that's more authentic and that's more aligned and that is more soulful. So we can make everything soulful and divine by really deepening our awareness and understanding about what we're choosing and what we're creating. Carol, that was lovely and so calming. Good. I'm glad. Allison, your body told you you're holding on to fear, hoping you let go of that. Yeah, absolutely. And still, you can take the day to, if there's anything that still feels like it's processing or anything, that's great. Allow that to happen. So just listen to your body and what it feels like it needs. If it's a walk, some people find that having a walk or a bit of exercise just helps to integrate things. Some people find that, a salt bath or a rest or, reading something that's more relaxing does that. So yeah, just do whatever feels good for you in that sense. That there was some deep stuff clearing there. So It needs a little bit more time. That's okay. Thank you too, Mel. Allison, feeling good. Thank you too. Lots of insights. Great. I'm glad. Thank you, Jan. Oh, insights from Mel too. Awesome. Awesome. Um, yeah, so I'll be on for another minute or so if there's any last questions or comments. Really happy to do that. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to focus on the third chakra and authentic identity, which is going to be fun. Again, just kind of a continuation the next few days, going deeper. I also tomorrow evening am going to be doing a webinar over Zoom for the new moon. So there's details on my website and the Facebook events as well, if you're wanting to book into that. So I do a new moon and a full moon webinar each month. So feel free to have a look at that. They're really fun. The astrology is super cool. It's so interesting right now. So actually, if you're wanting some deeper insight into the astrology and why things are unfolding as they are, and what we can do to shift and adjust and work with the energy to make things better for ourselves, then yes, I will be there tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. UK time. If you can't make it live, I can send the recording after it's done as well too. So feel free to have a look at that. We're going to have some fun. There's some really interesting stuff going on right now, obviously. Thank you too, Mags. You have a wonderful day. Thank you, Barbara. Yes, create some communities, girl. Do it. Thank you. Have a great day. Carrie, you can feel that the healing energy, visualize golden healing, taking away hurt, pain, and anger. I love it. That sounds great. Emily, thank you. So peaceful. Feel more able to process little resistances more deeply. Awesome. That's perfect. Thank you, Caroline. Feeling lighter. Louise went from dark to light. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Shuna, that's a great insight. There's lots of little creative things we do every day, and to treasure those, it doesn't need to be huge. Yeah, because everything we do is a creation. Every little thing we do is an act of creation. So I think we get caught up and think it has to be, it's only the big things that matter, but no, we can appreciate those little ones too. Thank you, Hillary and Julie, and thank you, Lisa. Yes, so I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8. And yeah, if you've got any questions or anything that you don't want to post here, you can send me a private message through this page. I'd be really happy to hear from you. And yes, so hopefully see y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.